What's up, Jabroni Steven here, and welcome back to yet another reaction. Today, we're hopping into episode number 10 of Doctor Who. Hopefully, you're excited. It's called Love and Monsters. Last episode I thought was pretty good. The two episodes together gave a very aliens kind of vibe, which I appreciated. They executed it for the most part pretty well. The whole Satan devil thing was kind of but I think everything around that was pretty good. This episode, going in with very timid expectations. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this one just based on the thumbnail. I don't know what it's about. It's called Love and Monsters. Not even remotely sure what that can mean, but we're going to check it out. Hopefully have a good time. I've been surprised by this show plenty of times. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you are a fan of me and want more, you can head over to Patreon where you can get episodes early. You can get episodes, full, uncut, unedited reactions over there as well for $1 for this episode. This episode and every episode on the day that they drop on YouTube, you can get them for $1 if you want to. But if you don't worry, the episodes will come here when they come here. I don't really have a schedule. I try to keep one, but it doesn't ever work. So just know that. But yeah, let's get into this episode. Pretty much. Here we go. Mystery door number 1.
That's what it did. It went. Rah! I said run! He said blue! I said not blue! Hold on!
What's happening? These two dumbasses. What kind of random ass Scooby-Doo thing is this? This is so stupid.
Hold on. Don't I know you?
Wait, what? Oh, he must have heard the TARDIS, and that's what he was running for.
A brilliant opening. This is the story of me and my encounters with alien life forms. I went downstairs, and there was this man.
So what happened? Elton, tell me, why was he there?
2 years ago, I was in town. I was stocking up.
Oh, the mannequin
Nothing
episode.
special, all the usual stuff.
Oh my god, this is so
All
cool.
of a sudden, come to life.
Oh my god, we're actually answering my questions about what else do people think is happening.
12 months later, I'm back in town. I'm up west, looking for a new suit, something nice and smart. When
This is the alien takeover?
Jackie Tyler.
Oh, you don't meet many
Oh
Eltons.
shit.
So I finally met the doctor and realised the truth. She was like a proper mate. Poor Ursula.
Or Ursula?
But like she said,
I was just about to say, maybe she's gonna fall in love with you.
to give you Linda. So we'd all meet up every week and we'd talk about the doctor for a bit. But after a while, Bridget started cooking.
Oh my god, that's gorgeous. No, really, wow.
They became like a family.
Your hands off.
Next thing you know, Mr. Skinner started his readings because he was writing his own novel. All of a sudden, without anyone saying so, we were working for Victor Kennedy.
What happened to Bliss?
And we had to admit, he was right. These methods were much more rigorous. It felt like we were getting closer and closer to the doctor.
Use that cane on him and you'll get one hell of a smack off me! And
Holy
then a
shit.
good kick. Is that completely understood, Mr. Kennedy?
Duly noted.
She's gonna die too.
Ursula Blake.
To search a major capital city for an unknown girl. To hunt down that face in a seething metropolis of lost souls. To find that one girl in 10 million.
Oh, that's Rose Tyler. She lives just down there. London house number 48. And Mother's Jackie Tyler.
Step 2. Without provoking suspicion, get on first name terms with the target.
My name's Jackie, by the way.
He's just,
Elton.
Oh, you don't meet many Eltons, do you? Bear it, Silent.
he's so nice.
It's
just me these days, rattling about. There's my daughter. She's gone travelling. I keep her bedroom all nice and ready, though, just in case she comes back.
All right, then, Bridget, I'll see you next week.
All right, then.
Oh, they have a. Aw, she's about to die. That sucks.
Bye-bye. Now, Mr. Skinner, I don't mean to pry, but did you
Do
give
they
Bridget
not?
a little kiss back then?
I think I did.
And if you get your way, might there be more little kisses between the two of you?
I think there might.
I knew it.
That's brilliant.
Now, let's not get excited. We'll see.
Surges still. There we go.
What is happening?
Here we are. A little reward for my favourite handyman.
I should
Put up-
really have got the car outside.
Well, you could always splash out on a taxi or whatever. Right, be careful. Bye.
Is that Rose?
Everything all right?
That was my daughter. Oh, look at you. I'm sorry. I was just being stupid.
Because I reckon you need cheering up. She
Oh,
goes swanning off, and who's left to care about you, eh?
oh.
Say, nice bit of pizza. We'll put the telly on nice and loud. We'll annoy that woman next door. Just you and me as proper mates. Yeah? Mates. Go on. Say yes.
Yes.
Aw, he's sweet.
I went in your coat. For once in my life, I
Shit.
thought I'll pay. I thought he's such a nice man, he won't accept anything, so I'll just slip a tenner in his pocket. And look what I found.
Oh, shit.
A photograph of my daughter.
No, it's not like that. I can explain.
I bet you can.
I wasn't being pervy or anything. I wasn't after her. Shameful. We used that woman.
I knew I couldn't trust you. You broke cover. You stupid little man. You failed step 5.
I don't care about step 5. Because it's all gone wrong, Mr. Kennedy, ever since you turned up. You're coming with me. And we're going to the Golden Locust and we're going to have a Chinese.
What's that got to do with it?
I mean, you and me. Together. Having a meal. If you want.
I'd love it. I left my phone.
Do they just never hear?
Yeah. It's not in my pocket.
So much for the big exit.
Yeah.
He hears the noise.
Hurry up.
Oh. I thought he heard the noise.
There was nothing. There was nothing.
Help me!
Get up.
That's Mr. Skinner.
Victor, look at your hands.
What are you?
Look at the rest of me. You've dabbled with aliens. Now meet the genuine article.
You're gonna let them go if I have to beat them out of here.
Oh, no, please don't hit me. Look at me. I'm such a slow and clumsy
Back away.
beast. Please
Back
don't
away.
hit
He's
me.
gonna.
Well then,
What are you doing?
give them back.
Hit him, man.
Don't touch me. Oh, Al, I'm so sorry. You can't touch me.
Most likely to fight back indeed.
Leave her alone!
Oh, shit. That's genuinely scary. That man's wearing a thong? Wow, he's just running out there. That's crazy. Like I say, the practical effects that they use are interesting.
Someone wants a word with you.
Why?
You upset my mum.
Oh, shit.
Great big absorbing creature from outer space, and you're having a go at me.
No one upsets my mum.
The greatest feast of all, the Doctor.
We can't let him. Oh, Mr. Skinner. Bridget. Pull.
No!
For God's sake, pull. If it's the last thing
Pull?
we ever do. Please, all of us together.
What is the cane?
You stupid man!
Well, what happened?
The
Kane created a limitation field.
There's a shadow in your house. A living shadow in the darkness. An elemental shade had escaped from the Howling Halls. I stopped it, but I wasn't in time to save her.
Your mom.
I'm sorry.
Because that was the night my mother died.
Damn. That's crazy.
Because the doctor said he could do one last thing with his magic wand.
If I can key into the absorption matrix and separate the last victim, it's too late for total reconstruction, but...
Here she is.
Could be worse. At least I'll never age. And it really is quite peaceful. You'd be surprised.
It's a relationship of sorts.
All right, well, there you have it. That was episode number 10. I enjoyed that episode. I don't really know what I would give it though. Maybe a 7. Maybe a 7. Water all over me. That's what I'm going with. Like, I think a 7 is a pretty proper score. It was a nice little side story. We got to meet new characters. It did. In that short period of time, you kind of felt bad for them. You got to meet them. So when they ended up dying or being absorbed, you genuinely felt sad. I thought that the beginning of it, kind of introducing us to the crazy big moment, was like crazy, and then seeing us like with a monster and everything, and then him saying, "But that's not where it starts." Just thought that would be a cool way to start this story. I thought that was a little cool thing. The Scooby-Doo stuff when we met him and then we're running, and the dumbness that is this just awkwardness, and the I don't know. I enjoyed the beginning because it was so out there and dumb and fun, and I liked the Owen character. I thought he did a good job as the person that he was, kind of like a person that's shy. His whole life he's been wanting to know about the doctor, find the doctor, met a group of people. I like the callbacks to all the different days, the Mannequin Day, which is the first episode of the series, to the day with the spaceship, and then the Christmas Day. I like that. I enjoyed it. Let's see what else happened here. I wasn't a huge fan of the baddie. Kind of was bleh, but everything else around it was pretty good. I like the people that we introduced, how they became a family. They, through them just kind of meeting one another and all their like fascination with the doctor, they essentially got to know one another, their ups, their downs, see their stories, see some of them found love. I mean, they made a band. I mean, it's all really, really nice, cute stuff. Then he shows up. Like I think he's probably the worst part of the episode. This Victor guy. What's his name? Victor Kennedy. I don't know. He introduces. He forces things in the right into like a really interesting direction with following things up, going to meet Jackie, seeing that whole thing, learning about Jackie's whole dilemma about the ones that get left behind. Like, that's all really, really cool stuff. But like him as a character and ultimately the monster part of him was just kind of like not that interesting. He absorbs people. Okay, I mean, I guess. Let's see. So he starts to kill people. We meet. I also enjoyed the comedy of this episode when they're like, where he's like, oh man, and this I have to find one girl in this giant city, and then literally the first person he talks to, oh, that's Jackie Tyler. She lives right up there. Like this whole thing. Then we meet Jackie, or Rose Tyler, and then we meet Jackie. The whole situation about like I have to be cunning, and then Jackie did everything. Like he didn't do anything. Then Jackie, talks about Mickey, how she used to have Mickey help, but Mickey's no longer around. Then we get to know story about Jackie and how she feels about Rose not being around. He says this is your chance, infiltrate. We start to lose the characters. Then, Jackie starts to like flirt with the guy, wanting sexual things. And then Rose calls. And then it just becomes a very real conversation of essentially. Rose is never around, you know, she's one of the ones that gets left behind, all this stuff. I enjoyed it all. And this part was weird. He talks about getting a pizza, coming back, just hanging out, being proper mates. But as he's walking to get the pizza, he's having flashbacks of this girl. What's her name? Bridget. No, not Bridget. Ursula. And then all these flashbacks to Ursula, but he's still going to hang out with Jackie, and then Jackie finds a photo, knows what he's up to, or thinks what he's up to. She says it's never me, never me. Same thing with Mickey. When Mickey's saying it's never him, never him. I enjoyed that. Then they fight back against Kennedy. The dude stays. We get back. We see what Kennedy is. He's a blob monster. Nah. She gets absorbed. Ursula gets absorbed. He's chasing. He caught him. He's like, there's no reason for me to live anymore. You took everything. Rose and Doctor show up. They fight back, or they kind of fight back. Not really. They speak. Rose comes after him because of the mom situation, not even because of the monster. And he even points out, giant absorb monster here, but you're here to yell at me. And she's like, nobody else except my mom. The people that he absorbs essentially pull him apart. And then when he breaks the cane, he gets absorbed. I feel bad for him at the end. I felt really, really, really bad for this Elton guy because he just wanted to meet the doctor, know what happened that day. You know, he lost everything. And then the doctor tells him what happened. There was some type of shadow monster that killed his mom. The doctor saved, and we got a little bit of a flashback montage thingy to the mom. Very, very sad. We see that the doctor put Ursula in the tile, like to make her face come out. And yeah, that's the ending. But I enjoyed the episode. Like I said, I give it a solid 7. Introduces us to good characters, fun characters, somewhat interesting story with a very meh villain. But nonetheless, I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys did as well. If you did, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Links in the description to take you to Patreon, where you can get episodes early, episodes for $1, all that good stuff. Depends on what you want. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys later. Peace.